Hello everyone, welcome to English Legacy. Today I'm going to tell you the story of a very special place, a small island. But this small island changed the world, England. Not just a country, but a story. This story holds pain, war, and art within it. If you're ready, let's begin. Thousands of years ago, England was not an island. It was a piece of land connected to Europe. Then the ice melted, the sea rose, and the island was left alone. The first people here made tools from stone, hunted animals, lit fires, a simple but real life. Then the Celts came. They were a strong warrior people. They had their own language, their own gods, their own traditions. The Celts ruled the island for a long time. The most well-known thing that remains from that period today is Stonehenge, a mysterious structure made of giant stones. We still don't fully know why it was built. We don't know how it was constructed. This structure was built thousands of years ago with only human hands. That alone is a miracle in itself. In 55 BC, Roman Emperor Julius Caesar came to the shores of England. He observed England but then returned. In 43 AD, the Romans came back, this time to stay. They founded a small city they called Londinium. The name of this city changed over time, and today we call it London. The Romans built roads there, founded cities, constructed buildings. But the local people did not want the Romans in their country. There was a powerful woman named Queen Boudica. She launched a great rebellion against the Romans and even burned London. In the end, she was not successful. The Romans lived in England for about 400 years. Then Rome weakened and they were forced to leave. They left behind roads, cities, and culture. When the Romans left, the island fell into chaos. There was no strong ruler, and wars began. New tribes came from Germany and Denmark, the Angles, the Saxons, the Jutes. They settled on the island and brought their own language and culture. This is where the word England comes from. Angleland, meaning the land of the Angles. The English language was also born from this tongue. Then the Vikings came too, from the north, from the sea, with their fast ships. They burned and looted coastal cities. People were very afraid of them. Over time, the Vikings also settled down, married, and became a part of the English people. The year 1066 is etched into the memory of the English. That year, a man named William came from France. He defeated the English King Harold at the Battle of Hastings and became the new King of England. This was not just a battle, it was a cultural revolution. The Normans came, the French language came, enormous stone castles were built. The English language also changed. French words entered the language. For a time, the French controlled England. In 1215, King John was running a very tyrannical government. The nobles finally said enough and forced him to sign a document. This document is called Magna Carta, meaning the Great Charter. The document said this: the king cannot do whatever he wants. Everyone is equal. The foundations of today's democracy were laid in this document. This was an important development, not just for England, but for the entire world. In the 1340s, a terrible disease came to Europe, the plague. It reached England too. Cities emptied, people died within days. According to estimates, half of the country's population lost their lives. But this disaster changed society in an unexpected way. Very few workers remained, so the value of workers increased. Peasants began demanding more rights. In the middle of death, the old order slowly began to dissolve. Then a new woman emerged to rule England. Elizabeth I ascended to the throne and England's golden age began. During the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, England grew on the seas, trade routes were opened and wealth flowed, and culture exploded. William Shakespeare wrote during this period Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth. These are not just plays, they are works that reflect humanity. Shakespeare is today the most widely read writer in the world, and still lives on the stage. In 1649, England went to war with itself. On one side was King Charles I, on the other side Parliament. The king wanted to rule the country alone, while Parliament wanted to share power. War began, Parliament won, and something very rarely seen in history happened. The king was put on trial and executed. England remained without a king for a time. A strict commander named Oliver Cromwell ruled the country, theaters were closed, and entertainment was banned. After Cromwell died, the king returned, but nothing was the same. The king and Parliament were forced to work together. This balance over time became England's greatest strength. In the 18th and 19th centuries, England changed the world again, but this time not with weapons, but with steam. James Watt developed the steam engine. Factories were built. Cities grew. Industrial cities like Manchester, Birmingham, and Leeds emerged. This revolution created great wealth, but also great suffering. There were children working in factories, unhealthy conditions, long hours, low wages. Workers began to raise their voices, and workers' rights began to be born. The Industrial Revolution affected not just England, but the entire world. Queen Victoria ascended to the throne in 1837 and ruled for 63 years. During this period, the British Empire grew enormously. India, Africa, Australia, Canada. The British flag was flying in every corner of the world. But this power came at a price. Colonies were oppressed, peoples were forcibly governed, and resources were taken away. In 1914, a war began, the First World War. All of Europe was engulfed in war, with England leading the Allied powers. Young men voluntarily rushed to the front. Most were leaving their homes for the first time, their eyes bright and their hearts full of hope. But on the Western Front, they did not find what they expected. Muddy trenches, months of waiting, gas attacks. 1 million English people lost their lives. The war ended, but its scars did not heal. In 1939, Hitler's Germany was advancing rapidly across Europe. England was left alone. France had been defeated. America had not yet entered the war. On that darkest day, Winston Churchill spoke on the radio. "We shall never surrender," he said. The people listened and resisted. London was bombed, sirens sounding every night. The people and the army resisted against everything. This spirit of resistance is still called the Blitz spirit today. Standing together in difficult times. The war ended, England won, but the country was tired, poor, and exhausted. In 6 years of war, neither side had gained anything. In 1948, a poor England emerging from the war made a great decision. The National Health Service was founded. Every citizen gained the right to receive free health care. Rich or poor, it did not matter. This decision was controversial, but over time became a source of pride for England. During the same period, India became independent, and the colonies in Africa gained their independence one by one. The Great British Empire passed into the pages of history. In the 1960s, the world was changing, and England was at the center of change. But what about today? England today is a complex and colorful country. London is one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world. People from every nation live in London. In 2016, a major decision was made. England decided to leave the European Union. This decision is still being debated, and its consequences will be discussed for years. In 2022, Queen Elizabeth II passed away. She had been on the throne for 70 years. The whole world mourned. Her son, King Charles III, succeeded her. England is a country advanced in football. The Premier League is the most watched football league in the world. Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. These names are known in every corner of the world. England is a small island. But on this small island, a great many things happened. These events shaped world history. I hope everyone watching this video one day gets the chance to visit England. See you in the next video.